Hi everybody. Hope you are doing well. It is a cold Monday here in Knoxville. Um, my room is a little bit of a disaster behind me. I'm trying to kind of turn it so you can't see all of the mess. But new markers and all kinds of fun stuff back there. Anyway, hope that you had a great weekend. We are what? Christmas is on Sunday. So T-minus 6 days. So today is also a friend's birthday. So happy birthday, Anna. I just wanted to let you know that I'm thinking about you tonight. And tonight's crafts are focused on the gift. I mean, nothing like waiting till the last minute, right? So she's out of town this weekend. So when I see her, I'll have it all ready. So tonight we're going to make a bag and a box and a card. So if you want the paper to do your own paper, box, and bag card, then bag, box, and card, then just let me know. Place your order this week, something, and needs to be a $35 order. And I'll get you the materials and you can make 2 of each. 2 bags, 2 boxes, and 2 cards. And so tonight we are also using celebration items that will be available come January the 5th. And hi, can't see who's watching, but thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. This is Brenda. Of course, you found me here in Knoxville. So we're using some celebration items, some cardstock that you can get in the regular catalog, and some new ribbon that is in the new mini coming that's available January 5th as well. So again, we're making a bag. We're going to start with our big bag, and you need 2 sheets of 12 by 12 designer series paper. And then our little box is called a 1, 2, 3 box. So it's 1 inch high, 2 inches wide, 3 inches long. And a card so that I can have all of my stuff all ready for my friend's birthday. So also I wanted to show you a little thing I got in the mail. I think I pulled it out of the mailbox last week. Anyway, it is a little pin in recognition of promoting to Silver Elite. So I want to say thank you, a public thank you, to my team of ladies for your hard work on your advancements, which also helps me advance. So I appreciate each and every one of you, and I love all of my customers. Thank you for your purchases and supporting my small business. So now we got that out of the way. Oh, card class is next Saturday, not Christmas weekend, but December the 31st, 11 to 1. Another email went out today, and at least one more will go out before the deadline to register. So there's that. And tonight I'll get the email sent about what is the hints that we're given that we can share for Paper Pumpkin that you need to subscribe to before January the 10th. And on that note as well, if you purchased a year-long membership or pre-purchase for Paper Pumpkin last year in January, it's time to renew. So it doesn't come out every month. And if you renew your your subscription in January or February during celebration, you get all of those extra little goodies. Okay, so there's all the fun stuff. So let's point the camera down and we'll get busy making our boxes and bags and cards. All right, don't get dizzy. Close your eyes for a second. And down. I always get to show you my beautiful ceiling. And I will always say that it's a beautiful ceiling because I love the woodwork that my husband is doing in our house. So we are going to start with one of the paper packs. I can't show you the inside of the catalog yet, but it's in the celebration and it's with a $100 order, and you get 48 sheets, 4 each of the 12 double-sided designs. And it coordinates with Balmy Blue, Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, and Petal Pink. So we are going to use this color. Uh-oh, something knocked off. Probably the stamp that I'm going to use. Yep. That's what happens when you're getting ready for craft fair and you haven't cleaned your desk yet. Okay, so look for, most of you probably already have this celebration catalog in your hot little hands. It is on page 14. So get those orders ready so you can get this. All right, so first thing we need to do is get our paper trimmer, wherever it might be hiding. Here we go. And we are going to cut this to be 8 by 12. So I need to open the arm. Slide stuff, thank you. So this is a bigger bag. It holds quite a bit of goodies. So cutting it at 8. And of course, we don't have to cut the other side because the paper is already 12 by 12. This can lay to the side. We'll use it on our little box. And then we need to score this one 1 inch on 3 sides. So I'm going to put it at this 1 inch mark. And score. And that gives me a bigger space up here to be able to hold it flat against that so it doesn't wiggle around so much. And score 1 inch. And again 1 inch. And then this last side, which is our bottom, is going to be scored at 3 inches. Let me close that. Slide it over a tad at 3 inches. So this 8 by 12 is all scored for us. Let's go ahead and score the 12 by 12 piece. It is going to be scored on 3 sides at 3 inches. One side, and don't push too hard. You want it to make your little mountains, but you don't want to push it so hard that it rips your paper. And again at 3 inches. And I tried to use a piece of designer series paper that was not directional too bad. And the third side at 3 inches. And then our top at 1 inch. And I'm just gonna, I know that these sides are 3. Let's do this one at 1. And there we have it. Let's lay that back in its little hidey place. So now we need to fold it. This is the inside. My bone folder has run away. I'm not sure where it ran to. I have an extra one. I just burnish those so that it folds good and continue all the way around. That also helps you see where your fold lines are. And this one, I'm going to make it go this direction because this is going to be the outside of the bag, and that way it kind of gives it a little contrast. So let's burnish our 8x12 piece. Fold it up. Up. Hi, thank you for stopping by. I can't see who it is, but I appreciate every view. And then this one, I'm going to make it fold this way again, so this side of the bag also matches the other side. All right, now it's time to cut on our score lines. I'm going to try to cut straight on this score line up to the 3-inch scored line, and I am not cutting very straight. And then I'm going to kind of miter that. These can probably be cut off, but I haven't made this bag in a little bit, so let's leave them attached for a few minutes. So cut directly on the score line to leave our big rectangle hole. And then this one we miter. Just cut a little rectangle off of it. All right, and then we're going to do the same with the top. Actually, we don't have to. That can stay folded in, and that will give the top a little more support. So let's do the same thing with this, and we're going to cut here and miter, cut here and miter. This gives us a good sized bag. And it also, by leaving those pieces on, helps reinforce the bottom a little bit. If you wanted to, you could cut a 3x5 3/4 piece of cardboard to lay in the bottom. But you don't really need to. It's still pretty sturdy. I love making this bag to give gifts in. It's so easy. So now I'm going to get, so that'll fold up. It basically touches itself. That'll fold up like that. Let's go ahead and put some tear and tape on this side to hold that flap down. You could use Seal Plus or Seal would work as well, but I'm going to use some tear and tape. Use my bone folder and burnish it down. Peel it off. And there we have that part. Let's do the same on the other one. It's like, I know I just, there we go. That was as crooked as a dog's hind leg. All right, and now on this one, I am going to put tear and tape all the way down. And that will hold that together. Let's see. Fold this up like so. And then that will be, that needs to go inside. So these go in here. All right. When you're making card or bags, you just kind of look at it and it's like, okay, how does it go together? Especially with two pieces. And it's like, okay. So put a piece right there. So those will hold that on, and I need to put a strip of tape down the outside. Let's see if I can get this a little straighter. Wait a second. Up. I almost put it on the wrong side. It needs to go on the green side, so that the other side will tuck in and you'll have the majority of, you won't have a huge seam is what I'm trying to say. So there's that one. And now this goes on the outside. And so when I put the two pieces together, the tape that I just put on will hold it right here. And this just basically reinforces it. You don't really positively need that unless you plan on putting something super heavy in. I never put anything super heavy in there, but I also don't want my bags to come apart. So use as much adhesive as makes you comfortable. That's what I will say. There's that. So this little guy tucks in, so these little flaps can actually come off.
Yes, Christmas Day.
Okay. All right. Sorry for that. And then we will put some adhesive on this side. Oops, not on the side. Let's trim that. Okay. So let's start putting our box together. Let's go ahead and take the tape off of here and match our corner and to make that be square. The adhesive comes off this side and we're going to match . the corner to make that be square. And it looks like I should have put some down right here to hold that bottom together. This is what happens when you haven't made one in a while and you're doing it on video. Woohoo! All right, let's cut that little tag off. Since it's not completely sealed, I'll be able to, the bag's not all sealed up. I'll be able to put my bone folder on the inside and burnish it to make it hold it tight. And that, boys and girls, is why we burnish, because it lifts up. Okay. On the sides. And I'm going to go ahead and put a piece along this side so I don't have to play catch up in a minute. Move our little scraps. Burnish it down. All right, here is the fun part. We have this side of our box done. We are going to take the adhesive off of this side first. And very carefully match up that side and that side and push it down. So that's got it at the bottom. And now we're going to do the same here. There we go. And now I can run my bone folder over those and get them. And see, that hides the little flaps that were on the sides. But those flaps, the 3-inch flaps, gives it a good extra oomph to hold it. So now I'm going to peel this one off because it's the furthest one on the inside. And match up my corner. And do the same for this piece. And lay it down and run my hand inside there. And do the same thing. And I know this feels a little tedious, but it makes sure that our corners are matched up and we've got a beautiful bag. So let's pull that one off. Don't let it touch till you're good and ready. Corners match. and the sides match. And now we kind of pull it open a little bit and get that other piece. And there we have a 3-inch by 6-inch bag. And you can see where the little seam is there. So that's 1 inch. If you wanted to, you could have left those other little tabs in, because right now I can see light in that corner. So you could leave them if you wanted to, but I took them out. So you can pinch your bag closed like this. And you've got all kinds of room in there to put lots of goodies. And you can wrap, I didn't open the ribbon, let me open the ribbon. That is pretty ribbon, and it's got the blue hint on one side. All right, let's see. So let's cut it 16 inches. And hold on 1 second while I grab something to hold that bag closed with. These are little bitty binder clips. You could leave them on if you wanted to, but I'm just going to hold them, have it hold it closed long enough to get the ribbon on around the top. So there's that. Almost lost my ribbon. And 16 inches is not enough. I'll use that on the next bag box. This is the Balmy Blue and White. What kind does it say it is? It says variegated ribbon, 1/2 inch wide, and there's 10 yards of it. That's not the prettiest ribbon or bow. Let me see if I can make it a little prettier. Bows are not my friend most of the time. That's going to work. Then pop those off. And there you have it. There's our 3x6 by 8 bag. and I'm not satisfied with that, but I still need to fill it, so I'm gonna untie that again. That's better. All right, we're gonna set that aside. Now, let's work on our other little box. It's a 1, 2, 3 box is what Sam Hammond, or otherwise known as Poodles, called it. And we are going to use Balmy Blue. And we're going to cut this 4 by 9. So 9 inches. Move my tape. By 4 inches. And we are going to score it on the long side. And get the other score thing out. Our scoreboard. On the long side, we are going to score it at 1 inch, at 4 inches, at 5 inches, and at 8 inches. And then we're going to rotate it, and we are going to score it at 1 inch and 3 inches. And this is the inside of our box. Here we go. So on this, I'm going to cut straight on the score lines and make our little mitered corner. I'm also going to miter that corner. And I'm going to keep the long piece the straightest. Hopefully you can see these score lines a little better than what you could see them on the Designer Series paper. I'm going to do this all the way around. And if you need some just little something to give treats, this is a great one. And I think I have a gift card laying around. We'll see if it'll fit. And miter that side. Keep our long rectangle as straight as we can, because we know that I do not cut straight lines. The shorter distance from here to there makes it a little easier, but I'm still not a straight cutter. And then miter that side as well. And then we sweep all of this into our hand in the trash bin. All right, and now we score on all of our lines. We're going to go up, 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 and up. Fold these guys in and score. All of these in. And score. And now we're going to turn it on its like that, and we're going to put adhesive on all of these little places. They would have been little squares, but we made them not be squares. Oops, that's too big. Can go right there. We'll add some to you. And one more. This is a little fold over box. So the lid doesn't come off, it just opens up. Burnish all that tape down just so that it seals and holds better. All right, now we're going to take this off on both of those sides and fold it up to make our sides match. And that's why it's important to try to cut your rectangular part as straight as possible. I'm going to pull the tape off of this. Oh boy. I got lots of tape there. That corner's not coming open. Up against the edge and pinch. And then we're going to do the same for this. And that's kind of why I mitered that down so it wouldn't stick up. And then it folds closed just like that. Get our little scraps. And let's cut a piece of Designer Series paper, 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. One 3/4 by 2 3/4. This is from our bag that we just made. The piece that we cut down to make it be 8 by 12. And let's add some adhesive on the back of this. Put it on the top. I love that pattern right there. All right, you can notch this with any punch actually, but I've got a little round one here that's retired, and I'm just gonna pop it right there. And that gives your thumb something to hold on right there so you can open it up. But let's put some candies in it first. I have some Ghirardelli chocolate squares. Let's see how many will fit in there. There's a white chocolate. Perfect. There is a dark chocolate with caramel salt. And here's a milk chocolate caramel. And let me get a card and we'll see if a gift card will fit in there. Nope, it's a little too small for a gift card. See, we could make it just a tad bit bigger, but that's a cute little box. And if you don't really want to give a gift card, just throw 3 Ghirardelli chocolate squares in there, and it works perfect. So let's grab a piece, that piece of ribbon that I had that I didn't use on the bag. Because see how that kind of flaps open? Let's just tie that right up here. Move my ribbon around a little bit so that I got a little. This ribbon, contrary to popular belief or what you can see, it does tie pretty easy. But I think because it's a small space, there we go. Oh, that's pretty. Lay down. There we go. And now let's put a little tag on that. What do we want it to say? Or just a little, Let me peruse my punches just one moment. This is definitely crafting on the fly. Let's see. I don't have the deer, and I didn't really want the deer on it anyway. We have dragonflies. Let's just punch out a dragonfly in a solid color. We got a lot of balmy blue on there. What's that green? Granny apple green. Gonna use our dragonfly punch. And a little dimensional. And I'm going to get a mini dimensional. Or use the side of one of these. Here we go. It's faster. Stick it on the back of this. If I can figure out where I've got it on my hand. And wink a Stella. Let's just see what it looks like. And give this little top one some sparkle. I like that. And there's our little chocolate treat. All right, so for our card, it may not exactly match because we're going to do some owls. So we're using Balmy Blue. I'm kind of stuck on Balmy Blue tonight. And this will be our last project for this evening. So that's a regular card base. It's one of the ones that I probably cut last week. It is 5.5 by 8.5, and of course scored at 4.25. So there's this. And our designer series paper layer is going to be however wide that is. Let's just see. It's 4 by 5.25. I'm going to layer that little guy right there. So all three projects tonight coordinate. And then we are going to use our little owl friends from Adorable Owls from the Stampin' Up! Celebration stamp set. I'm going to stamp the little one with the party hat. On a piece of basic white. That stamps block is not big enough. Have a stitched rectangle. We're going to use that. And we're going to use another piece of Granny Apple Green and cut it out just a little bit bigger than this stitched rectangle. So our stitched rectangle is 4 by 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. So if we make it be 4.25 by 3, we'll start with that. That's 4.25. Let's do 3. This is why it's handy to have lots of scrap around. Perfect. So let's find our little owl and our basic black memento. And if you've been watching very long, I know that you've watched me run stuff through the with the dies. Oh, golly, I can't even talk. All right, stamp him down. And then we're gonna say, it's your day. Let me get that one out of the stamp case. And we're gonna stamp this one in Granny Apple Green. that side up. There we go. Yes, it's crooked, but I think it's okay for this little guy. And then I'm going to do some coloring. Going to use the light Granny Apple Green on his hat. And Balmy Blue. I'm going to use the darker Balmy Blue. And he's going to have a calypso coral kind of nose. Yep. And feet. And then I'm going to use some of our browns. That one is good. And going to use this 900 for the softer places on him. You can use your colored pencils as well, or pastel chalks. I've had this stamp set over there for a little bit and haven't had a chance to play with it because I've been working on craft fair stuff. So tonight we get to play with our adorable owls. We'll lay that, oh, make that be the inside of his ear. And you can color your little owl to be whatever color you want him to be. Kind of looking at him, and I think this out here should be a lighter shade too, so I'm going to get a different one. I went with neutrals because I like my animals to look kind of like what they're supposed to, I guess. Even though he is a character little guy. All right, let me get, that was 900. Let's go with 800 on this part. It's just a little shade darker than around his eyes. And remember, this stamp set will be available in our celebration catalog. When you place a $50 order, you can add him to your cart. All right, I think he's perfect. So now let's add him to this. Actually, I'm going to add a piece of ribbon around this first. Three bows for you tonight. And this one is going to hang off to the side. Actually, it's not going to be a bow. It's going to be a little different. And these scissors are not cutting straight. Let me grab some that will. Just a second. All right, I am going to put it just like that off to the side. Put some adhesive in there. I'm going to use the Seal Plus. And lay that down. And lay this on top. And then bring our card base in. I'll trim those. I'm going to put it off to the side a little bit so that I don't have to trim the ribbon as much. There we go. And it's not complete without bling. And I saw my take your pick tool this weekend. Hang on here, we got it. So let's use some big bling. And let's throw a couple little pieces on there. Just 'cause it's a party. And I always do it in odd numbers. So there's 5. All right, there we have it. Let me clear off our space and I will show you all of the projects we did tonight. There's our card. It's Your Day, the cute little adorable owls. Here's our little box. I'm trying to slide. With 3 Ghirardelli chocolate squares in there. They fit perfectly. And then here is our larger bag. Coordinating projects. How about that for some fun? All right. thank you for watching. This ribbon is the Balmy Blue and White in the new mini that will be available in January. It is trying to figure out what kind. It's a 1/2 inch, and it ties very easy. It's soft. So I've used it on 3 different projects, 2 bows and a little fun tag. So there we have it. Hope you had a great night. Sorry to keep you watching so long, but that's a cute, perfect size. That's 3 by 5, I think I said 6, 3 by 6 for the bottom of the bag, and then you could either leave it open or you could pinch it shut, and then that's perfect for Ghirardelli chocolate squares. 3 of them fit in there. It's 3 inches, 2 inches, and 1 inch high. And then here's our little card to go with it all. So you could, what I'm going to do is put her gift inside that, and then also put that inside the bag too, so that it's another little fun thing, you know, gag gift and gift inside a gift. All right, have a great night. I will quit yattering, and I will talk to you again soon. Have a good night. Have a Merry Christmas, because I won't be on probably again until after Christmas. So happy holidays, however you choose to celebrate. I hope you get to do something fun and spend time with family and friends. Have a good one. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.